Giving Pittsburgh a better alternative. Giving Pittsburgh a better alternative. Yeah. Extra, reading the issue. Raw news, unapologetic, no tissue. Catch the wave, the flow first certain. Nothing pull you in like a Pittsburgh current. Free from influence, nothing less than. No flexing, aim for progression. We cover news, politics, all forms, and entertainment that comes in all sources.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Pittsburgh Current podcast, live from my kitchen today, which is also, by the way, in Beach View. I hope everybody's doing okay. I hope everybody is hanging in there during these very unprecedented times. I hope everybody's staying healthy. I miss being able to get out and see all of you. So better days soon. What we're here today to talk about, first of all, the new issue just came out yesterday. So if you haven't yet, go to our website and sign up with your email, and you'll get the weekly Pittsburgh Current delivered straight in your inbox every week, which is, by the way, very green. And today is Earth Day, the 50th anniversary of Earth Day. And we're going to be talking about that, specifically about Pittsburgh Earth Day, with my very special guest from Pittsburgh Earth Day, Leigh Frank. Hello, Leigh.
Hi, everybody.
How are you doing over there?
I'm doing great. You're right. This is nuts that we can't be together because I'm literally just over the hill coming to you from my office in Brookline.
Yes.
So I'm really excited to be celebrating the 50th anniversary of Earth Day. I'm proud to say I wasn't there at the first one, but I'm very happy to be here for this celebration.
Well, that's okay. We can make it, that way you can make it your own. You won't be sullied by the original. So Pittsburgh Earth Day is sort of, maybe if you want to explain a little bit, the whole mission and what Pittsburgh Earth Day is all about, and then we'll kind of dive into all the trials you've had recently and all the cool stuff you're doing.
Absolutely. So Pittsburgh Earth Day is a nonprofit organization. We became one just this past year, and it grew out of a creative agency called Acrobatique, which about 6 years ago, the founder of Acrobatique was at an event with the mayor and said, look, we are one of the greenest cities in our country. We're doing amazing work towards sustainability. We need to be shouting from the rooftops about this on Earth Day. And so the mayor agreed. He thought that was a great idea. And so for the last 6 years, Acrobatique has been producing some really fun, creative, exciting events that just celebrate all the things that our city is doing to become a more sustainable and green community. So we've had really fun fairs in Market Square with live music, all kinds of sustainable and green vendors, food vendors. Probably the event that most people know, and it is such a cool event, is called Ecolution. It's a fashion show that Richard Parsakian produces. Those of you who shop at Eons and love any kind of vintage fashion, what an incredible sort of tour de force when it comes to fashion Richard is. And he helps produce that, and he brings together all of these artists to create fashion out of trash and recycled items, and just it's an incredible night. And it's definitely become one of those can't miss events. People love it. And then the other event that we've always done is a sustainable business breakfast. And so that's where we bring together a variety of different leaders from the city to talk about what sort of sustainability practices they're implementing at their companies, and really work to encourage other people to think about what they can do in the realm of sustainability for their businesses, and sort of starting to see that kind of trickle throughout the community. So those are sort of the signature events, and they all would have been this week. Tonight would have been Ecolution. Instead of a beautiful refashioned party gown, I'm rocking my Save the Planet Ride Transit t-shirt today. Ride the bus. Thanks to Port Authority, which we will be celebrating and doing all of these fun things again in August, and you'll be able to get your own t-shirt at that time. But yeah, you're right. We had to switch plans. We had to do it.
Yes. So when did you realize, and this is more just like from an event planning nerdy point of view, but I mean, I think people might be interested too in the behind the scenes of these big events. Especially you're working with the city, you're working with all these partners. How difficult was it? What was the process? But like when you guys finally had to make the decision, like this is not going to happen the way we thought. We need to pivot. How did that kind of unfold for you guys?
I think the Friday that it was coming down, that we were heading towards a lockdown, I think we knew.
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah.
Even with them saying it was going to be maybe 2 weeks and then a month, we just knew that it wasn't going to be something. And it comes from a variety of perspectives. Of course, public safety and health is everybody's number one concern.
Mhm.
I mean, no other way to look at it than that. But then you start thinking about the practical things. You know, are people going to have money to spend? Are they going to buy a ticket right now for something in April? Like, you know, all of those things start coming into play. And so then we started thinking about, all right, we got to move it. It's clear we have to move it. We might, and of course, because this is the 50th anniversary of Earth Day, we had all kinds of new events planned. We have some really fun stuff that I can't wait to tell you about. But we reached out, and like you said, I mean, Earth Day is really a celebration of what everybody has been doing in Pittsburgh. So we have tremendous amount of partners that we're working with, and everybody was like, yeah, we get it. It's time to move it. And you know, at the same time, you know, we're talking about our museums, our cultural institutions, they're all doing the same. So we were all in the same boat, all in agreement, had to move it. So we settled on kind of the last 2 weeks of August, and we'll be back with that, and we can't wait. We have more time to plan and make it even more special and exciting. But we're doing some great stuff this week too.
Well, and the motto this year was Earth Day every day anyway, right? So really, we're just practicing what your slogan is for the year, right?
100%. How did we know? How did we know that was going to be the right motto for this year? It's like we had, you know, some sort of mind meld. But you know, it in a not so funny way, particularly with this pandemic. I mean, if you watch the news this morning, the number one message about Earth Day that's coming across in the media is how much healthier Earth is right now. How much less smog and pollution. Cities that have been, you know, Los Angeles has some of the cleanest air they've had since they've been measuring air right now. I mean, it's kind of incredible. And so, you know, this year really provided a kind of a pause to think about what we're doing to our Earth and how we can be better, you know, humans on this Earth.
Yeah, my friend Beth actually described it as the Earth just did a Control-Alt-Delete kind of. So
I think that's accurate.
So all the cool things we're about to talk about, people can stay on top of this and get all kinds of information. I just got mine this morning, your weekly newsletter, which was so incredibly informative. And the timing was perfect. So I'm about to plant my garden. Do you want to talk a little bit about the newsletter and about how people can sign up for it so they can get to all these great things that we're talking about and know what's going on all the time?
So that's kind of the perfect segue. The reason that we came up with the Green Voice, which is our weekly newsletter, it comes out every Wednesday morning, is because we really do want to give people ideas and ways and education and entertainment about how they can celebrate Earth Day and make simple, small changes every day. And so, you know, we've been pulling together this newsletter for the last probably about 2 months and sending it out. And it's been our little staff coming up with content and finding good information. And we realized, you know, we have some real opportunity here to create our own content to really engage some new audiences. And I think, you know, as well as anyone does, these are really difficult times right now for journalists. And,
yes.
We saw some amazing journalists whose work we love and respect become available. And so we're really excited. If you got our Green Voice today, you saw the debut column from Doug Oster, who is everybody's favorite gardener. He's going to be doing Gardening Green with Doug every Wednesday. So tune in. Today he taught you all about
composting.
Exactly. And it really is. It's the like the foundation block of gardening. So it was the perfect place for Doug to start. We also have Rosa Colucci, who's going to be joining us in writing about Green Living Weekly. Natalie Bensavenga, who everybody knows from the Scene column. She's one of Pittsburgh's most stylish people that's out there. She's going to be talking about sustainable fashion. And then our really good friends at Good Food Pittsburgh are going to be doing a column every other week talking about plant-based diets, farming, this week's article was about CSAs, where you get logged on and connected to a really good CSA. So we're really excited, and we're going to be continuing to grow the contributors for this newsletter. We hope people will sign up. It's free. You get it in your mailbox every week. And, again, these are some people that you're probably used to reading and you might be missing. So, sign up. It's going to be worth the ride.
Yeah, absolutely. So people need to sign up for that. They need to sign up for their weekly Pittsburgh Current.
Yeah.
I don't know what day it is. I don't know where I am.
What do you people have to do right now anyways? We are bringing you original content.
Yeah, exactly. This is original content. Well, and I think too, that's really what you're doing with the newsletter. What is every day is Earth Day, right? And yes, today is Earth Day, but you're not just trying to celebrate the day. You're trying to build this whole sustainability culture within the city.
Yep.
Yeah, and so I know that all these beautiful, wonderful plans that you had, and I'm sure it would have been gorgeous tonight. Had to get pushed back to August, but that doesn't mean you guys aren't doing anything right now. So what are some other cool? You guys have some pretty cool challenges and things going on right now.
So as you asked, when did we start shifting this plan? Immediately we started thinking, so what could we do virtually and digitally that kind of mirror the events that we would have done in person this week? And so one of the things that we had planned for the entire month of April was an eco-film showcase. And we were super excited about this. We had a dozen different venues that were going to be showing either short films, long films, feature films, all different kinds of films that related to Earth Day and ecology and the environment and sustainability. So we thought, there's a lot of really good content out there. There's great movies. Pretty much many of us have streaming services. And if you don't, almost every streaming service right now is offering some sort of free 30-day trial. Go to our website, pittsburghearthday.org, click on events, and you will see our virtual eco-film showcase. There is something on there for everyone. There's great stuff on there for families. There's documentaries. And then even the Academy Award, the Best Picture winner this year was Parasite. There's an entire environmental message to that movie. So
I was actually going to call that out specifically because as a mom who's homeschooling my fourth grader right now, I think a lot of parents are in that situation, and a lot of us are trying to look for good educational content that is something that we feel comfortable with. And I love the fact that there's so many of those offered there because we've enjoyed as a family watching a bunch of those together. So absolutely, parents going nuts with your kids.
Well, I want to call out one really special thing, which I'm sure people have been hearing. Row House Cinema, our friends in Lawrenceville, have created a platform that helps to still sustain the business and their employees and is showing first-run films. And today, all day, you can log on, and I think it's $12 to watch the feature-length documentary Earth. And it is so cool. It's a really great documentary. I highly recommend people. You can do it on your own time. It's not you have to tune in at 7 p.m., but it's only available today, especially for Earth Day. Highly recommend it. Just about everything else, though, that is on that list, you can log in at any point in the next, maybe you want an Earth Day weekend. We got you covered. There's a lot of good stuff. Everything from Fern Gully to, the China Syndrome, if you need some Jane Fonda in your life, to really good, great documentaries. So that's one of the pieces. Another one, I mentioned the Sustainable Business Breakfast. So we started thinking there's some really good content out there about how businesses can become sustainable, how they can think creatively, how they can think big thoughts. And so we started taking a look at TEDx Pittsburgh. And then we looked at all of the TED Talks. And then we started taking a look at what the Allegheny Conference has put together on sustainability. They've been real leaders in the community. Same with Sustainable Pittsburgh and their CEOs for Sustainability program. So again, if you click on the events tab at pittsburghearthday.org, there's a whole sustainable business breakfast, and we call it Biz Buzz right now, Eco Biz Buzz, that you don't need to be having breakfast. You could have any meal with this. And you can log in and get some really actionable items, some really good advice. But then also, there's a really great TED Talk by Bjorn Engels, which is a Swedish design firm that is doing unbelievable stuff. They're putting, ski slopes on the top of water treatment plants and they've been involved in some different large-scale planning here in Pittsburgh. I don't believe any of them have come to fruition yet, but they were really involved with one of the early development plans for the Lower Hill District. So they're an interesting company. They're really innovative. So yeah, log on. And there's also a really great TED Talk from the Director of Sustainability for Google. And they're doing really creative, unique, innovative things. So we want people to think about that as well. We think that's really important. And then one other listing that we just have on our site is this really great list of, from the comfort and safety of your own home, you can tour and engage in almost all of our museums, all of our cultural institutions. They've really come to the table to ensure that we are still educated and entertained and connected in getting culture. And so we have a really great listing of all of those opportunities as well.
So basically, you could keep people entertained during the entirety of the lockdown.
Yes. If environmental and sustainable education and entertainment is your thing, we have got you covered.
You also have some really cool and I think creative challenges. So, if you want to participate in a more tactile way, what do you think? Sorry, I just had a notification pop up. I'm on my 9-year-old's iPad. Like, what is that? So what are some of the cool challenges? They just launched on Monday, and I just think they are so amazing. And I wish that I could challenge you some of them. But what are some of those?
So we have 3 different contests happening right now that we're really excited about. And again, they all kind of connect to different things that would have been happening right now. So the first one is kind of a recycled, upcycled fashion challenge. While you're sitting at home, we know, I have seen more creative ways for people to make a mask in the last 2 weeks. So yeah, show us your most creative mask. Show us, maybe you paint tennis shoes. Maybe you make really cool headdresses. Maybe there's something that you do in a really unique way with fashion. I am wearing today, I got these a couple years ago when Pittsburgh hosted the Renew Festival. I'm going to get really close. So they're made out of old metal film canisters.
And for anybody under the age of 25, we used to have film to take pictures. They came in little canisters.
Yeah, they could be from an antique shop or a recycling shop, usually. But this is a really great example of some cool things that, just when you look around, you're surrounded by things that you can be creative with. So 2 weeks people have to show us their pictures. Again, if you go to pittsburghearthday.org, click on the events tab, you can find all of the details about each of these. And whoever submits the best design, the best item that they have produced that you wear will win 2 tickets to Ecolution in August. You'll get to come to the fashion show. I think it's a really fun challenge. Another one of the events that we were planning to host, and we will be hosting again in August, is an Earth to Table dinner. And that's going to be at King Fly Distillery in the Strip District. And we're really excited about it because it's really pairing farmers and farms up with local restaurants to do a really great plant-based evening of tastings and food. So our challenge and contest that connects with that is a share your best plant-based recipe. We want you to share your recipe, take a picture of it. And again, the winner of that contest will receive 2 tickets to the Earth to Table dinner, which is going to be really fun. We have great entertainment coming for that night, somebody that all of us Pittsburghers love. So it's going to be a very special night. We're keeping it under wraps for a little while. But,
intrigue.
Yeah, very. And then the last contest, and this is really a nod to our good friend Doug Oster and the amount of gardening that we're seeing. We want people to share their best garden memory. We were going to share your best garden, but nobody's garden is very pretty right now.
Not yet.
It's a lot of indoor germination kits and stuff like that. So we started thinking, though, there's a lot of people that have phenomenal memories about gardening with their families, their grandparents. Maybe it's visiting a beautiful garden somewhere and they have beautiful photography. So same thing. Show us a picture. Tell us your memory. We want to hear about it, and whoever wins that is going to receive a really awesome prize pack. Doug is helping us judge that contest. We're really excited, and you have 2 weeks. You have it until the beginning of April to get your entries in. It's really simple to enter.
Wait, do you mean May?
I'm sorry, May. Yes, the beginning of May.
You don't
Sorry.
have to know what month it is. You don't have to know. Not right now.
I know. Who knows what days are anymore? But yeah, you have until the beginning of May. You can use any of your social media platforms. Just tag Pittsburgh Earth Day. Each of the challenges have a specific hashtag. You can find that on the website. You can also find Pittsburgh Earth Day on, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and find more information about that as well.
Cool. So I want all my fashionista friends to get on this. And I know I see your Meatless Monday posts, internet. I know y'all have recipes, so make sure you're sharing those. And another thing I want to talk about too, and we're not going to be able to show the whole thing because the thing is like a 5-minute video, but we're going to put the link in the comments so people can go see it. This amazing song project that you guys did. Like you guys got like every who's who singer in Pittsburgh to participate in this thing. What did you do? How did you guys do that?
So excited about this. So Rhonda Zigarelli, who I mentioned, who is the founder of Acrobatique, is also a musician by trade. She loves to sing, and Earth Day is in her soul in every possible way. And towards the end of last year, Rhonda had this idea of, she's friends with a lot of people, a lot of really talented people, and she thought, let's bring them together. And she started doing some research, and she remembered this song that Melanie, which I'm not going to sing it for you, but you may know the song. The song's called Brand New Key, but it's all about her roller skates. Got a brand new pair of roller skates. Melanie actually performed at Woodstock, and it's the cutest story. She was like 17. Her mother drove her to Woodstock. They had to put her on a helicopter to get her there. But she talks about how she performed, and when it had been raining, and when the song was over, the rain had cleared up, and she looked out, and everybody was just holding up these candles, and it was this beautiful just moment of togetherness. And the following year, the first Earth Day occurred, and she had written this song called "Lay Down, Candles in the Rain." From her memory from Woodstock, but also to celebrate the first Earth Day. And so we thought, this is a perfect song. It's a beautiful anthem. And so, like you said, these amazing Pittsburghers came together. We have Joe Grishecki, we have Michael Gulbicki from Rusted Root, Jen Mertz, Clinton Clegg from The Common Heart, Mia Zanotti. I mean, it is a ton of really phenomenal people, and that's really just the tip of the iceberg. I feel bad. I should have the list right in front of me so I could tell you every single musician, but they're listed. You can see them all. Derek Tynes Choir. It's such a great project, and we dropped it today, and this is a beautiful behind-the-scenes video.
Like I said, people can go in our comments to access it. We'll probably tweet it out and share it ourselves here soon. But yeah, make sure you guys check it out. I'm trying to think because I'm like nervous because it told me that we moderate our son's screen time, and it just told me that I only have a few minutes left before my screen time for the day is done, which that tells you where I am as a parent right now. Clearly he was on his iPad a little too much this morning. Podcasting in an epidemic. So August, the end of August now, I'm sorry, the last 2 weeks of August are when all of these scheduled events are being moved to. So we're not missing out on anything. If anything, we've kind of gained all these cool new things that you might not have done otherwise.
I hope so. I hope people see it that way. And the other thing I just really wanted to mention is we have awesome sponsors who make Earth Day happen. And our sponsors, certainly they're helping with a financial sponsorship, but they're all companies and organizations locally that are doing amazing things with sustainability. Duquesne Light is our presenting sponsor, and we couldn't do it without them. They're great partners with the Port Authority. You've probably seen that they have 2 brand new electric buses out on the road. Port Authority is a great sponsor for us. We genuinely have just fantastic sponsors for our activities and our events. We hope you'll take a look at them and support them because they are supporting making wonderful, sustainable things happening in our community.
I'd be remiss if I didn't mention Pittsburgh Current is a sponsor.
They are
very proud sponsor.
Thankful for that.
As a sponsor, but also just as somebody that works in the space. I mean, it's just been so impressive how you guys have managed this very challenging atmosphere. And I know a lot of events just had to fold completely. But I'm glad that Earth Day, Pittsburgh Earth Day, was able to find a way to punch through. And I know we're all looking forward to August. So I'd say everybody make sure you go sign up, get the Green Voice every week. Spread the word with your friends on some of these cool initiatives they're doing. Watch a movie tonight with your family. Just, support the sponsors that are bringing this together. And a huge thanks to the city of Pittsburgh for being so committed and dedicated to sustainability themselves.
Absolutely. And you're 100% right. We couldn't do this without our partners. We really appreciate your support and getting the word out there. And I look forward to us maybe getting to do this again in August when we can maybe be
Oh,
out in the sun and have a good time.
yeah, I was gonna say maybe we could do it in person, especially since we live like as a crow flies, like a quarter mile from each other. That'd be
That'd be
fun.
lovely.
Well, Lee,
Maybe
thank
in one
you
of our
so much
beautiful
for
parks.
joining. Yeah, exactly, exactly. We'll go to one of our parks and have a picnic or something to celebrate. But
Perfect.
thank you for joining us today. I appreciate it, especially with the remoteness of it. You guys are doing a fantastic job. People can go to pghearthday.org, right? Is that the website?
PittsburghEarthDay.org. Yep.
PittsburghEarthDay.org at any time. And yeah, we'll definitely talk to you guys again in August before the events are ramping up. And we'll check in too to see how these winners are, how the contests are coming along. I want to see some of the entries.
I love it. We will share them with you guys.
All right, Leigh, thank you so much. Everybody, thank you. Stay safe, stay healthy. It's been so long since I've talked to an adult that hasn't lived in my house for 10 years. So everybody just take care of yourselves, and we will all be together in person again soon. So from the Pittsburgh Current, I'm Bethany, and you guys have a good rest of your day. Bye, Leigh.
Bye.